Hey everybody, this is Brutal Gamers Jason, and once again we are back with another installment of BG Unboxed. This time around we've got a triple feature for you as we take a look at Level Up, Loot Pets, and Loot Crate for March 2016. Let's get unboxed. Okay, so first up we're going to do Level Up. And if you don't know what that is, Level Up basically delivers clothing, accessories, and all that kind of cool stuff to you every month, and it's officially from Loot Crate. It's one of their subscription programs. And this month, of course, the theme for everything, or I should say last month, the theme for everything was versus. So basically, heroes versus heroes, iconic characters facing off, in the vein of the Daredevil TV show where they had Daredevil taking on Punisher, Batman v Superman, Alien versus Predator, that kind of stuff. You get the idea. So here's the booklet for the month, and as usual it shows people wearing a bunch of stuff and kicking each other, apparently, in keeping with that versus theme. There you have it. Okay, so our first item for this month is going to be this Civil War t-shirt, and as you can tell, right at the top of the T you've got the Iron Man arc reactor spliced with the Captain America shield logo. You get a nice little verses in the middle. It is official merchandise. And down the side, this is really weird how they did it, but it's really cool too, is Captain America, Iron Man. So depending on which end is up, I don't know if you can really tell that on the camera, but it's neat. Depending on which end is up on the lettering, you either see Captain America or Iron Man written out. Next up, we have two pairs of socks. Now, I'm going to start with this pair. This is carrying across the Marvel theme again. But this time we've got Shield versus Hydra. So these are pretty neat. Let's take a look. Pop them out of the packaging. And you've got the Shield logo at the top, versus written down at the bottom in gray. See that? And on the other one, you've got versus down on the bottom again, but at the top, Hydra. So you've got a little Hydra versus Shield action going on there. Neat socks. I like the mismatched socks they do sometimes. But as much as I like the mismatched socks, these socks I will probably be wearing every single day. Well, not every day, because they're going to get kind of stinky if I do that. But you get the idea. So, Mario, Bowser. Is there anything not to like about these socks? I mean, they're colorful. They're a little too colorful, maybe, for some people's taste. And honestly, they're a little too colorful for my taste, but that will not stop me from wearing them because I'm a ginormous Super Mario fan. And next up, another t-shirt. Pack kind of just keeps on going. And this one is interesting. This is Battleship. Yes, it's a Battleship t-shirt, which is, I mean, that's just awesome. I definitely wasn't expecting that, but that is a classic versus theme. You say. All right, and next up we've got a neat little package of hair ties. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. So you've got the Trinity right there. I actually think I had Band-Aids that had these logos on them. This was a design of logo on them once before, which is oddly nostalgic. But yeah, so they're stretchy. Should give you plenty of ability to tie that around your locks and keep them in place. And lastly, shipping inside this fanciful velvety bag are a pair of Batman Superman necklaces. Now these are also from the same company as the hair ties we just looked at, BioWorld. And they're silver. They do feel like metal. So, yep, they're metal. And they're really pretty cool. I mean, these are the logos as seen in the Batman v Superman film that was just released. If you saw it, chances are, if you're a fan, you saw it opening weekend, and then that's about it. But anyway, it says Bestie Necklace Set, and while the two heroes weren't exactly besties in the film, they did kind of end up friends by the end. I won't indulge in any more spoilers if you haven't seen it. So anyway, that wraps up the pack, which is pretty impressive. The 2 pairs of socks, I like both of them. Both t-shirts are really cool. I have short hair, so I can't use the hair ties, but my gal does not. She has long hair, so chances are she's going to like at least the Wonder Woman one. She's a big Wonder Woman fan. And the necklaces are neat. I probably won't use them, but I will hang them. Probably by my DC stuff in my house, and they'll look pretty cool there. So anyway, there you have it. That is Level Up for March 2016. Okay, and moving on, we're going to take a bite out of Loot Pets for the month. And if you don't know what Loot Pets is, well, it's very similar to Level Up in that it's a periphery subscription from Loot Crate. Not the main Loot Crate subscription, obviously, but it's another one that they offer. This one catering totally to your pet. All right, so first up in Loot Pets for March, we've got this not-so-menacing little plush armored Batman. If you're looking for squeakers or anything like that, he doesn't have them. He is silent. He is dangerous. He is Batman. Anyway, he's also very cute. So there you go. Soft, squishy, and your pet can enjoy, well, probably tearing his head off. Next up, we've got a pair of bags of treats, and I like when Loot Pets does this a lot. I like double the treats in these boxes because my dogs absolutely adore everything that comes out of the Loot Crate pets. I don't exactly know why that is, but they are so into this stuff. I guess it's because they mainly snack on like milk bones, and that's probably a little boring. Anyway, Rough 'em Ups and Turduckenstein. Now, Rough 'em Ups, we've got what looks to be Captain Rough 'em Up there, or actually no, it looks like the same guy from there. I don't know who this is, but he's very angry, and he kicks treats in the head. So there you have it. Rough 'em Ups are fruity protein puffs for pups. So there you go. They're probably going to adore this too. And the Turduckenstein is fairly self-explanatory. It is menacing meat treats for dogs. So there you have it. And there's a very hideous-looking Turduckenstein there, and some kind of evil cat scientist in the back. So there you have it. I'm sure these will be gone in roughly 2 minutes. And next up, we have a Civil War tie-in, and this is a disposable pet bowl. Now, what is that exactly? Well, I'm not sure. So you get 3 of them, and let's see. Oh, I see. They have a like a seal at the top. So you just kind of pop them out, and they become a bowl. So you can get a little water to go for your best bud. Pretty neat. Also kind of neat. Cool Civil War artwork on the back. And the last item in the pet crate for March, this really cool Star Trek Mirror Mirror t-shirt. It just wouldn't be a Loot Pets box without a t-shirt that's going to be probably way too small for my giant dogs, but is nonetheless very cool. A retro-styled poster. The Mirror Mirror artwork is on the front. It's pretty awesome. It's got cast members on the bottom. Like kind of a versus thing, so it stays with the theme. Pretty cool stuff. And rounding out the set are a trio of items that you're definitely going to want to keep in your collection. First up, we're going to talk about the pin, or I should say the dog tag, or cat tag, for this month, which is a super awesome Alien versus Predator tag that is really cool, and it's got a little loop at the top, of course, for hanging on a collar or your backpack if you're very greedy and don't want to give it to the pets. So that's first. Second up, we've got the little booklet, which of course has some cool Loot Pets artwork on the front. Really neat, actually. This has got like a Justice League cross Avengers cross X-Men setup with just pets in all the roles, so it's really cool. And you've got some villains on the back, same kind of a thing. That's just awesome. And the box, which is pretty awesome too. And yet another Loot Crate box that you're not going to want to throw out. I'm fast running out of room for these things, but they're so cool I can't get rid of them. So I have a giant stack of them next to my computer where I record. And yeah, this will be joining them. So there's Loot Pets for March 2016, and a really nice box. As usual, there's the t-shirt in there. There's a toy in the form of the Batman plush, which is actually just really kind of cool anyway. The pin, or I should say the dog tag, is awesome, that Aliens versus Predator one. The treats, double treats again, which again I'm big on because the dogs just eat them like crazy, so that's good stuff. And the pet bowls, really cool stuff. And now we're on to the main event, folks. It's Loot Crate for March 2016. As usual, this keeps with the same theme as the other packages in the set, so this is going to be versus as well. I have not yet cracked this open, as I keep them all secret until I start recording. So let us have a look. And I can tell I'm going to like this one already. Okay, starting things off is the same t-shirt from the Pet Crates box, but obviously in human size. So this is the classic style poster from the Mirror Mirror episode of Star Trek the original series, where everybody faced off against their doppelganger from an alternate dimension. And of course that would mean that Spock, the normal logical Vulcan that we all know, was an extremely angry Vulcan with a goatee. As is common knowledge, having a goatee does make you evil. I've heard. Anyway, I had a goatee. I wasn't evil, but anyway, that was a while ago. All right, and next we've got a versus matchup that's been going on for quite a while. Aliens versus Predator. This is a blind box from the Titans vinyl figure series. As you can see on the back, there are a number of figures in this series. That facehugger is pretty neat. Anyway, this is the Nostromo collection shown on the back, but this obviously is AVP on the front. So let's crack it open, see what we got. Double blind. Oh, that's awesome. So while I have not seen Alien vs. Predator, I've heard it's not that good, so I never watched the movies. But I do like Aliens and I do like Predator, and this alien is really neat. I've seen him online many times. This is a grid from a Predator's net that has been thrown over the top of him, and he's got like little scarification on there. He's pretty cool. So this figure is movable at the neck, obviously. He's got a separate piece that forms the shoulder pipes and things like that goes around to the back. So that's separate, which is great because it doesn't hinder articulation at all. You can move them around. The arms move. Hands do not move, but the arms do move up and down. And that looks like it for articulation, but that's pretty sweet right there. All right, well, we mentioned Daredevil versus Punisher from the new Daredevil Netflix series, Season 2, at the beginning of this review. And here we are with a Daredevil cap, stocking cap. Yes, it's reversible, and you better believe that means there's a Punisher cap on the other side. After all, he's just one bad day away from being Frank. All right, next up we've got what everybody should recognize as the movie poster from Batman v Superman, with the Bat logo ripped over the face of Superman, and on the back, the Superman logo ripped over the face of Batman. And what is this exactly? Well, it's a wallet. This is really pretty neat. So inside you've got this graffiti. This is not actual money, but you can get the idea that you could store your cash in there. You could put your cards over here. This says Dare to Tear because it is a mighty wallet. And that means that you really can't tear it. I don't want to damage it too much or stretch it out, but you cannot tear these wallets. I have tried myself on different occasions, and they're extremely tear resistant. It's not that you can't, but they're extremely tear resistant. On the inside, you've got artwork as well, which is pretty freaking cool. So this whole thing is like a piece of artwork. Okay, and lastly, well, almost lastly, we've got this. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so let's take a look. It is a something. Is it a comic book? It's got a cardboard backer, so I'm not exactly sure. So let's take a look. Take a peek inside. Yep, comic book. Okay. So it is a Harley Quinn comic. And Right there you see a scene from Mad Love, which is a famous Harley Quinn Joker book. And it looks like a special edition of Harley Quinn #1, which is cool. Loot Crate exclusive, of course. So that's neat. So if you're a Harley fan, exclusive special edition of the first issue. All right, and that's going to do it for the Loot Crate for March 2016. Pretty good crate, I've got to say, altogether. I like the cap a lot. The little alien vinyl figure is fantastic. Pretty good stuff overall. One thing that's also very cool is we get a pin version of that Loot Crate dog tag that was in the last box. So I can actually put that around my dog's neck and I don't have to feel bad about keeping it. Although I will probably keep both for myself. So there you have it. This is pretty cool. It's a pin alien predator. Then we've got the little booklet right here, which of course comes with every Loot Crate. This one has Daredevil, Punisher, sort of, on the front and on the back. It's got Superman, Batman, again, sort of. And the box has a really cool Alien Predator theme, which would look great on a shelf full of those awesome NECA Alien vs. Predator action figures. So there you have it. Loot Crate for 2016 of March. So thank you so much for watching. I know this video ran a little long, but we tried to get in all 3 crates in one video so that we could deliver the best possible punch of all 3 since we had them all at the same time. So thanks for watching again. We hope you subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on another episode of BG Unboxed.